from the Kentucky Opera Center on Magazine, right here within the commercial space of the Kentucky Opera Center, where everything is coming together for the production, the 70th season, the production of La Bohème here. So we are so lucky to be here. So big thank you to Director and CEO Barbara Lynn Jamison for hosting us here this morning. Joining us now is conductor Joseph Mekovich. Joey, can I call you Joey?
Absolutely.
Oh, yay, okay. All right, and studio pianist David Mamedov. Thank you so much. You've been kind of setting the mood for us here with the beautiful music. And I mean, let's talk about the music of La Bohème.
Absolutely. This music is so iconic. It's so passionate. If everyone could just take a moment and think of the movie Moonstruck, and that moment when Nicolas Cage is there and Cher, and they're in the Metropolitan Opera, and the chandeliers are going up, and then Nicolas Cage says, okay, here we go. And if you play the opening and you hear this. It's great. And so that is the motive for the friends. The four guys that are close friends. It's exuberant, it's really a visceral melody, a tune that Puccini actually stole from himself. It was in a competition that he won when he was a student. And then we get to what we know Puccini for, these amazing, luscious, orchestrally rich, which we have the Louisville Orchestra in the pit for our performances, a rich melody. And here's one of the love theme.
You know, we were talking earlier, you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, like it's so relatable,
exactly.
you know, immediately, like I know that one.
Recognize it, and I almost start to cry every time I hear it.
It is, no matter if you've seen it or not, you know the music. You don't know you know the music, but you know.
Absolutely, and that's what's so great about this piece, and it's so iconic. It's a masterpiece, and that's why it's used in so many other media and medium, because it's perfect in everything that it does. The story is iconic, everyone can relate to it, the music sweeps you away, and it's just an amazing time in the theater.
You know, I always love how the Kentucky Opera will put a new twist on something, right? Or like bring something to life in a different way. I thought it was really interesting. You said with Puccini's music, though, you don't mess with the score. You don't go tinkering too much, right? You don't want to mess with the masterpiece.
Absolutely. It's like baking. You don't mess around with baking at all. And Puccini was very specific.
Joey, you don't know me.
Well, if you want
Nobody.
But Puccini's very specific to what he wants.
Yeah.
And he gives you permission when it's needed. So it fits the moment, it fits the performer, it fits the clarinet, he gives you that elasticity.
What is it like in rehearsals? Just the synergy that the two of you have together, what is it like, right?
Well, David's been in there. You go ahead, David, answer that question.
Yeah.
Working with Joey is super fun because as he's saying, he doesn't get in the way of just the brilliant music as it's written, and he really just lets it shine. Both the orchestra part and the singers just gives it the freedom to sound like Puccini.
Right. Do you have a favorite song from the production that you just like? I can't wait.
I just played.
Yes.
Kind of like what Barbara was saying. Especially the other day, we had the Sitzprobe, which is the first time that everybody comes together and plays it with the orchestra. And when the violins play that melody, it's just.
You get chills. I think we all look at each other. We get chills.
I always say, as much as I love the piano, it just does not compare to when
the orchestra, right? You know, Teddy Abrams was in our studio yesterday, and he brought up the point. He was talking about the residency program, and it must make you all really proud. And he mentioned this too, to have the arts take such center stage, and to have so many, like the eyes of the world in many ways, and the performers that you get to work with, pianists, conductors, like you have the best of the best coming here to work with you all.
Yeah, Louisville has the best of the best. I mean, how wonderful to have a city of this size have all of these arts organizations that are thriving and serving their constituency. It's truly amazing.
Yes, we're very, very lucky. All right, you want to take us to break with
another big tune?
Another big tune.
Well.
Arguably maybe the most famous tune that most people would recognize.
Think Moonstruck, guys.
Thank you. Stay with us. Coming up, we're going to check in with one of the stars of the show and how he is preparing for his lead role. More Great Day Live straight ahead.